Recently, officials from the Lower Merion School District admitted in open court that their plans for redistricting were based solely upon race. Delaware County and its institutions have an abysmal record concerning race relations and respect for diversity and inclusion. Since its inception, our ministry has helped numerous men and women regain their place in society and become productive citizens, husbands, wives, homeowners. 3 of them have purchased homes within the Chichester School District and now contribute to the school tax base. Furthermore, we have worked closely with individuals in the Reentry Society. We worked with the Chester Prison Reentry Collaborative. I'm glad to see Mr. Richard Carter here, who is the director, and he is the catalyst for that group. Please give him a hand. He has worked tirelessly. He is an American hero, and he is giving back to the community and making it better and safer for all of us. In addition, we have provided a community food cupboard through our 1010 Sunset Street property. We have also provided a free Indeed addiction support group. And for 10 years, we have provided Prison to Praise support group for those that are incarcerated and their families, all through the property directly adjacent to the church, 1010 Sunset Street. Additionally, we have worked for 12 years mentoring at-risk children and youth. All of these children have experienced abuse and/or neglect. They have been exposed to horrific acts of violence or have both parents or one parent incarcerated. We have provided guidance, nurturing, and housing for youth in crisis and transition. Many of these youth are now in college and or about to graduate. We just met Julianne, who has graduated. Without direct intervention, these young people would either be involved in the social service system or the criminal justice system, both of which would place increased burden upon taxpayers. In our estimation, we have used our resources and properties to provide inestimable relief to the citizens of Delaware County. Since our arrival in the borough of Trainer, we have operated our ministry with integrity and transparency in an effort to serve this community and the county. All of our services are offered without regard to affiliation and without any regard for the ability to pay. We have received no county, state, or federal funding for any of the services that we provide. Our capacity to meet the needs of others is based solely upon the donations of members and benefactors. And I also might add that the type of work that we do is respected not only by people of the faith community, but we even have atheists and agnostics that support this ministry financially because of our commitment to enhance humanity and to serve our fellow man. I think that's noteworthy. Please note that our ministry was compelled to provide electrical drawings and architectural drawings when informed that the borough of Trainer intended to shut our ministry down if we did not obtain these engineer drawings and electrical drawings to replace a defunct HVAC unit. In other words, there was an HVAC unit already here when the previous congregation was here. It was out of service, and when we went to replace it with the new unit, we were told that it would shut the church down. Keith Crawley was the building inspector at that time. That cost us $5,000, and that is another example of disparate treatment. We were held to a standard that the previous congregation was not held to. In the summer of 2008, an incident occurred in our ministry house, 1010, directly adjacent to where you're sitting now. Two white contractors ran up the stairs, entered our ministry house, and began uttering profanities toward our church secretary. These men had been doing work on the property of 1004 Sunset Street prior to our purchase of the property. During negotiations with the owner, we were informed that these individuals wanted to continue working on our property, and if not hired by our church, they would make things difficult for us. We informed the owner that when we went to settlement, we would not be using their services. On the day in question, these two gentlemen drove by the 1004 Sunset Street property and remarked that we were doing work on their building permit. Then they verbally assaulted our church secretary. I informed the church secretary to call the Trainer Police Department. The Trainer Police Department responded along with Mr. Keith Crawley. Mr. Crawley informed me that he knew these two gentlemen and that they would not ever do that again. Their business is right around the corner on 322. I would dare not give their name. But this is another indication of the social construct and the cultural ethos that exists, not only within the borough of Trainer, but in much of Delaware County. The actions of the Chichester School Board and its officers demonstrate a clear and premeditated and calculated bias in their efforts to tax our ministry while allowing other ministries of similar nature and experience tax exempt status without challenge from the district. This offense is further exacerbated by the fact that the previous owners of our properties occupied the same folio number, the same latitude and longitude. The only distinguishing factor is the equation. In this equation is the racial composition of the congregation and pastor. This relentless prosecution of our ministry is unprecedented and should offend the sensibilities of any free-thinking person. The Chichester School Board and its officers will not change their values on their own. Like many institutions, this school board will only change when challenged and compelled to change by citizens advocate groups or compelled to change by the courts. I'm now going to read a recent letter regarding in preparation for our most recent hearing at the Delaware County Military Appeals Board for our 1010 Sunset Street property. This hearing took place October 17, 2012. This is the letter that I submitted when we attended the hearing. Delaware Board of Assessments, Government Center, Media, Pennsylvania, 201 West Front Street. I'm writing to ask for your consideration and assistance in the most serious manner. I've been the pastor and founder of Church of the Overcomer for the past 12 years. Church of the Overcomer is a 501c3 certified ministry and a member of the Lancaster Mennonite Conference. In addition, I've been ordained by the Lancaster Mennonite Conference as well as the Inner City Faith Congress of Philadelphia. The Mennonite Church is known around the world for providing holistic ministry and humanitarian relief to those who are suffering. They are also known for their proactive stance on diversity and justice. We share these values and are committed to the words of Christ when he said, "For I was a hunger, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. Naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me." The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, to recover the sight to the blind, and to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. Luke 4:18 and 19. This ministry is unique in that it is dedicated to empowering at-risk and marginalized members of our society without consideration of race, class, gender, or religious affiliation. It should also be noted that those services have brought relief to the county and the Commonwealth. These services have reduced the case log for the judicial system, the county social service system, along with the state and county emergency housing agencies. Furthermore, the contributions that these young people and adults have made and will make to our society as viable and productive citizens, community stakeholders, homeowners, husbands and wives is of inestimable value. Such contributions embrace the quality of life for all of us for generations to come. We have been blessed to impact hundreds of people in a transformative manner that allows them the opportunity to actualize their fullest potential and enhance our society as a whole. We have been impacted by our various services and donations by the community at large. In addition, we have provided housing for veterans, persons and families in transition, ex-offenders that are returning to society, housing for refugees. We also housed a young man for 2 years who was a refugee from a civil war in Liberia. And now he has all his documentation. He's a productive young man. We have also housed adjudicated independent youth and first-generation college students like the fantastic Julianne McDonald. Those who have received these services did not possess the means or the capacity to acquire similar services either in the open market or through the social service network. During the course of our ministry, we have acquired 3 additional properties, 2 of which has been used purely for religious and charitable and humanitarian purposes. The 3rd has not been renovated for occupancy. That is the 1004 Sunset Street property. However, for the past 7 years, we have been embroiled in an intense legal struggle with the Chichester School Board. We have received favorable rulings by the Delaware County Real Estate Board, Common Police Court Judge Joseph Proud, Common Police Court Judge Charles Burr II. It should be noted that the sanctuary and rectory were purchased previously by the Trainer Wesleyan Church, which owned those properties from 1929 to approximately 2000, and never had its exemption challenged, and there is no record of them ever paying taxes for the 1010 Sunset Street property. In 2005, we paid over $60,000 in taxes and $15,000 in legal fees. This is a tremendous strain for our young ministry and our congregation of less than 100 mostly marginalized people. We have recently obtained responses to several right-to-know requests from the Chichester School District, which indicate that their actions towards us is both unprecedented meaning Mr. Sereno acknowledged in the right to know request that you have here to view, that they've never challenged the exemption status of any ministry within their purview. Also, that they have no documentation we were asked to present in court and out of court resolutions and other things. They have no record of that for any other ministry whatsoever. So the things that we've been compelled to do is completely unprecedented. Church of the Overcomers, located in Traynor Borough, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, adjacent to the city of Chester, Linwood, and Marcus Hook. This region has historically been underserved and underrepresented. It is a predominantly working-class community, along with those receiving some level of subsidized support and those who live within the margins of the federal poverty guidelines. In the spirit of Christ, we offer holistic services to this community. We offer the following: community clothes closet and food cover, free and de-addiction counseling, and transitional housing. All services are offered to the public without regard of religious affiliation or lack thereof. And we also included a recent article from the Philadelphia Inquirer entitled A Church's Economic Worth. That is also in the media package. We urge you to consider and support our efforts for the past 12 years with a favorable decision. In closing, please note that our ministry provides all these services without the benefit of federal, state, or county grants. In addition, we are not underwritten by any foundation or philanthropic enterprise. All resources to provide and sustain these services have been provided by the congregation and ministry partners. I have included a sampling of some of the people we have served in the course of our ministry, along with a brief brochure. These are some pseudonyms for some of the people that we have served. Peter. Peter came to this country as a refugee from the Civil War in Sierra Leone. He was referred to our ministry by a social service colleague. Peter lived in our ministry property for over 2 years and was given assistance in obtaining his green card status, and now has his own apartment and is enrolled in vocational school. Mary Ann. Mary Ann was formerly incarcerated and lived in one of our properties upon her release from prison. Mary Ann is now gainfully employed and becoming an entrepreneur. She is now married and purchasing her first home with her husband. John. John is from northern New Jersey. He was referred to our ministry and lived in our ministry house approximately 1 year and graduated from college in May of 2012. Arnold. Arnold is from the Ridley Township section of Delaware County, known as Kinder Park, public housing, and comes from a single-parent family. His sibling was horribly murdered in front of their home. Arnold lived in one of our properties for 2 years and attended Pennsylvania Institute of Technology right here in Delaware County. He has relocated to another state and is advancing his career. Danielle. Danielle is a graduate of our Daughters of Destiny program. Her father died suddenly as she was about to enter college, and also she has had her other parent incarcerated during a large time of her life. Danielle was one of the commencement speakers during her recent graduation from college. Danielle has received a full scholarship and is now pursuing a master's degree. Joyce. Joyce suffered unbelievable neglect and abuse as a child. Members of our ministry adopted Joyce and she later lived in one of our ministry properties while attending college. Joyce graduated with honors. Her parents did not attend her graduation, and she has been on the dean's list every semester she attended college. She was recently inducted into the National Honor Society for Social Workers. James. James came to our ministry as a formerly incarcerated person and was able to live in one of our ministry properties during his transition and re-entry into society. And I might add, that is the most vital part of the re-entry process, is housing. That is what causes people to recidivate, when they don't have stable, safe housing. James now has purchased a cleaning franchise and is not only contributing to society, but is able to employ others in his business. Mary Ann.